Hey guys, welcome to our show today. What we're going to cover today is how to install a large timber mantle, which can be pretty heavy, especially like this one. You can look at this one right here. This is oak. It's actually an antique. It's from about the 1830s. Came out of an old barn in Ohio. So we're gonna set this heavy thing, and I'm going to show you a couple things to keep in mind to keep you from having problems. So what we did, we planned out where the bottom of the TV will be, and I won't tell you all the details about this. Perhaps in another video we can discuss how to get to this point. But here we're just talking about a mantle today, how to set this particular style of mantle. We figured where the bottom of the TV would be, and in this case they have a speaker for the TV that's going to set on the mantle, so I had to calculate for that. We arrived at this top of the mantle right here. And so we've got this level line that I've drawn, and now we need something to support the mantle. So we have this board. Another level line was established. We attached this with several screws because it is very heavy. We don't want that thing falling. Mike and I in a minute are going to lift this up and set it on here. But where you can have some trouble is with this heavy thing going up here. You don't want to be wrestling. Is it centered? Is it not centered? So you want to have all this planned out in advance. So what we've done, we found the center of the mantle, right? Center of the fireplace, center of the mantle, made us a mark, a little blue tape. And we've done the same thing on the top of our big beam right here. Got a mark and some blue tape. So when we set this thing up here, we won't have to wrestle and get our measuring tapes out and so forth. So here's something I'd like to show you to help you to keep in mind while you're doing this. There's different ways to mount these mantles. There's brackets you can buy, different sorts, but your scenarios are different. So in this scenario, I thought it would be best to come from the back side and run screws through these boards into the mantle, long 3.5-inch screws. And anyway, so what we have to do, I've got these holes here that are a little bit bigger than the screws, so the screws go through easy. I'm going to get behind here in a minute. After Mike and I lift this up, I'll get inside and run the screws through. But before I run the screws through, this mantle is very hard wood. It's oak, very old and hard. So I'm going to run some pilot holes through this into the oak mantle, and that'll make it a whole lot easier to run these screws in there. Just something to keep in mind. So I guess we're about ready now for Mike and I to set this up, and then I'm going to get inside. And there's the tools we'll need. We'll need a drill with a pilot bit. There's the bit we need for our screws, 3.5-inch screws. The flashlight will come in handy. And of course I'll have these knee pads on to take care of all the knees. So how about now if Mike and I set this up, and we'll show you how that's going to go. That baby's about 100 pounds. About 1/4 inch height. Beautiful. Okay, you got that, Mike? All right. Now the fun begins. Here we go. You got it? Okay. Safety first. Put these things on. And these. Okay. So, make myself at home here. Get this light. All right. That was my head. My head again. All right. Here we go. Pilot hole A. Good. Success. Screw A. Boy. So we've got that thing installed now. We've got some extra screws in it. We kept running into these cracks with our screws, and so we put several extra screws in here to be sure this thing stayed. And now we've got our support board out of here, and that'll be there till the cows decide they'd like to come back to the house. So that's what we do. And there's, of course, other mantles, other styles, other ways to mount them. We can cover those later in other videos. But now we're going to be putting our Durarock cement backer board here and preparing for our stone. And once we get that on, we'll start putting our hearthstones, which are quite heavy. In this case, they're about 200 pounds apiece. And then we'll be putting some beautiful white stone on here that the homeowner has picked out. And in another video, we can show you how to install that. So thanks so much for being with us today. Hope this has helped you, and we look forward to seeing you again.